Welcome to HornAfrica Insight, your premier source for unbiased, in-depth reporting from East Africa and beyond. Today, we dive into the latest from Eritrea, Ethiopia, Tanzania, and the Horn's dynamic landscape. Negotiations between Eritrea and Ethiopia, mediated by Saudi Arabia and Italy, have hit a deadlock, sources report. Eritrea insists on prioritizing the implementation of the 2000 Algiers Agreement, which ended their 1998-2000 border war and awarded Badme to Eritrea via a boundary commission. Asmara demands Ethiopia's full withdrawal from disputed areas before broader talks, a stance Ethiopia has not recently countered publicly. Ethiopia's earlier calls for dialogue have been rebuffed. No further mediation is scheduled, dimming prospects for resolution. Unconfirmed Ethiopian military movements near Tigray, raising tension concerns. The stalemate highlights the persistent no war, no peace dynamic in the Horn. Russia, facing Western sanctions blocking Airbus and Boeing aircraft, is turning to Ethiopian Airlines, Africa's largest carrier, for a potential lifeline. In late July 2025, Russian Trade Commissioner Yaroslav Tarasyuk met Ethiopia's Civil Aviation Authority to propose a wet lease deal, supplying modern planes like Boeing 787s and Airbus A350s, alongside aviation equipment and a repair center in Addis Ababa. The talks build on a 2024 Ethiopia-Russia Air Services Agreement, with bilateral trade up 40% in 2024. Ethiopian Airlines, with over 120 aircraft and 60 on order, could help Russia address its aging fleet crisis, underscored by a July 24 Antonov An-24 crash. Western countries may view the deal warily, fearing reduced influence in Ethiopia, a key Horn of Africa ally, though Addis Ababa's non-aligned stance prioritizes economic gains. Ethiopia could face risks like strained Western relations or potential trade restrictions if the deal deepens Moscow's regional foothold. The deal could elevate Ethiopia's role as an aviation hub by 2033, though terms remain under negotiation. Tanzania's new directive barring foreigners from 15 small-scale business sectors, including mobile money transfers and small retail, has ignited regional backlash, particularly from Kenya. Announced on July 28, 2025, by Trade Minister Selemani Jafo, the ban aims to protect Tanzanian livelihoods but violates East African Community (EAC) free trade agreements, per Kenya's Trade Minister Lee Kinyanjui. Violators face fines up to $3,900, 6 months in jail, or visa loss. Kenya, with 40,000 citizens in Tanzania, warns of reciprocal measures, while some experts highlight fears of EAC unity erosion. Locally, Dar es Salaam traders, like Severin Mushi, praise the move amid past protests against foreign competition. Tanzania's upcoming October elections may amplify economic nationalism, straining regional ties. Ethiopia and China are discussing upgrades to the 751-kilometer Ethiopia-Djibouti Railway, a key trade artery funded by Chinese loans, announced Finance Minister Ahmed Shide on August 4, 2025, at a regional infrastructure forum. The project, part of Ethiopia's growth and transformation plans, aims to add bridges, fences, animal crossings, new stations, and rail cars to boost efficiency. Mamo Miretu, governor of the National Bank of Ethiopia, stressed transforming the railway into a profitable entity, despite past losses requiring federal subsidies. The line, handling most of Ethiopia's trade through Djibouti, was built by Chinese firms with billions in loans. Minister Alemu Saimi highlighted its role in regional connectivity. The medics of some note optimism for trade growth, though some question funding terms. The upgrade could strengthen Ethiopia's economic hub status. On August 3, 2025, Egypt's Foreign Minister, Dr. Badr Abdelati, met Uganda's State Minister for Foreign Affairs, Henry Oryem Okello, in Kampala, joined by Egypt's Water Resources Minister, Dr. Hani Swalem, to deepen bilateral ties. President Yoweri Museveni, hosting at State House in Entebbe, urged Nile Basin countries to hold high-level talks to sustainably utilize the Nile, citing electricity shortages and primitive agriculture as threats to its ecosystem. Egypt offered Uganda a grant of agricultural equipment for youth and farmers, alongside funding for Nile Basin development projects. Abdullati emphasized cooperation under international law to ensure water security, rejecting unilateral actions, while Sualim highlighted joint water projects. The ministers also discussed regional stability, supporting Somalia's AUSSOM mission and Sudan's unity. The meeting signals stronger Egypt-Uganda ties amid complex regional dynamics. That's your Horn Africa insight for today. From stalled talks to new partnerships, the Horn is driving change. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Drop a comment. What's the Horn's next big story? Stay informed, stay engaged.